Smells amazing. Let's have a look inside. I found what seems to be the perfect outdoor kitchen space down in the woods. I'm going to be cooking up some smoky pork belly parcels with vegetables. Let's get set up. Got a bag full of goodies. Vegetables. And I got this pork belly, smoked pork belly from Lidl. These are sort of things that are really shelf stable, so you keep that in your bag for ages. An onion, a couple of taters. I love red pepper. Don't like green for some reason. A couple of carrots, and we've got a load of chestnut button mushrooms. Stick all them on my plate actually, because I'm going to need to put stuff in the pan. It's all going to get cooked in this one skillet, so I might not use all of the stuff that I brought with me, but it's really easy to cook. Right, I brought with me some baking paper. That is what makes the parcels. So we'll put that in the pan for now. Hold it down with a carrot. Start prepping the ingredients. And I've only brought one chopping board with me. It's not raw meat or anything like that, so you shouldn't have any problems with cross-contamination. I'm just gonna cut a bit off there. A bit more of it out. I'm going to use half of this. Normally I'd just put that in the frying pan and really crisp it up, but the whole thing takes about half an hour to cook. I'm going to cut the rind off just because that's a little bit chewy, but I'm going to leave a little bit of fat in there. I don't mind that. Put that to one side. Put it into small little strips. This smells superb. Yeah, then I'm just going to put this into little pieces. Hopefully this crisps up a bit. I've changed my mind. I am going to crisp it up in the frying pan. So I'm cooking with the kovea spider again today. I mentioned in my video on the other channel where I'm going through different types of gas stove. I'm loving this at the moment. Take my rubbish home with me, even food waste I'm taking with me. You don't want to be chucking potato peelings and things like that. This is not going to need any fat, is it? That smell is insane. Don't want them burnt to a crisp because they are going to be cooked in with the vegetables as well. But I reckon belly pork is much nicer when it's crispy and rendered down a bit. While that's doing its thing, start peeling the potatoes. Don't need to peel them, but I prefer mine peeled. Although when I do it, I waste a lot of potato. It's only a little pan, so be plenty for me. I did actually promise you a pie, but I can't get down to my woodland area yet, and I wanted to do the pie justice, so I wanted to proper stew some meat beforehand, and over a long period of time with a little fire on the woodland, so I can't do that here. So the pie's on hold, but it is coming as voted by you guys. Right, I think that meat is done enough. Definitely done enough. Look at that. There we go. Leave that there. Potato peelings in the bag. The potatoes are just going to be in thin slices, that kind of size. I might not use both potatoes, we shall see. Depends on how much room I've got in my pan. It's not the chefiest of knives, but I'm in a public woodland where people walk their dogs and things like that, so you can't just be bringing big kitchen knives to places like this. Alright, I'm going to need my baking paper. Just put some potatoes in the middle of there. Put that meat on there as well. That smell. It's just amazing. And keep that in the middle. Just put that in there for a moment. And get a few more potatoes in because there's plenty of room. Brought a bowl with me just for excess stuff if I need it. Can always go home, can't it? Well, I can put the stove back on again. Alright, well, we're cutting up an onion now. I think we're just going to use just under half. Now, onions are something I'm not very good at. I know that there is a fancy technique for cutting them, so you get them nice and fine. I am not familiar with that. I'm going for the rustic woodland version. Well, I've seen where they do it, where they don't cut all the way through. Maybe that works. And they turn it that way, don't they? There we go. It's not bad, is it? I'm going to get that in there as well. Joe bought me couple of little cutting boards. This is the smaller version, there's one a bit bigger. Big thank you for that, Mrs. M. Right, a few mushrooms, I'm just going to slice them. Get them in. Don't think we're going to need all of this. I have gone a little bit overboard. Red pepper, my favourite. Again, not too much of this because I'm going to run out of space, aren't I? This is something that I need to maybe improve on a little bit. Yeah, I don't know the correct way to easily cut a pepper up. Is there a correct way? There must be a chefy way. All tastes the same, doesn't it? And then just chop these into half. Get them mixed up there as well. How are we doing for size? I think we've got room for a little carrot. Quickly peel some of that off. I know that there's better ways of doing this, where you don't waste half the vegetable. One of the few vegetables that I actually prefer raw. Get them in pot. Just because they're one of my favourites. As I get a few more mushrooms in because we've got room for them. Right, that is the main ingredients. Let's add a little bit of flavour. I bought a couple of, got some olive oil, We've got paprika, black pepper, and garlic and herb salt. Just mix things up a little bit in there. And let's get some of these spices on. And condiments. I'm guessing that salt and pepper just classes as a condiment. Generous helping. Garlic and herb salt. This is lovely. Don't know where it's from. Probably Home Bargains or something like that. And then I'm going to drizzle over some olive oil. I'll give this a little bit of a mix around. I don't want to break the bag. The bag is what's going to help make this cook. Might need to make sure everything is nice and coated. And then time to make the parcel. I am going to do it while it's still in the pan, I think. But we'll put it on a level playing field. So just fold that over there. And then I'm going to twist this. Just to hold everything in. Make a nice parcel. I need a lid for the pan, so I'm just going to use my plate. So we'll put that over there like that. That should like sort of steam it as well. Throw it down to a low heat. We'll give that 15 minutes. Plenty of time for a bit of a tidy up. These little bottles are brilliant, by the way. Nalgene make them. They never leak on me. You can put anything in them. I need to get myself a little spice kit sorted. So if anyone recommends a good spice kit, something that holds about half a dozen different spices will be ample. Just under 15 minutes in, so let's take a look. This might be a bit hot, so I've got some grips. Smells incredible. Need to get that flipped over. So I forgot to wipe the pan out, so this hopefully hasn't gone soggy and breaks. You can see where it's just started crisping the potatoes and things. Could actually do with a little bit longer that. Lid back on, another 15. Let's have another look. Right, there's a lot of fat in there, isn't there, from the belly pork. I'm going to flip that over, see if the other side is toasted. Maybe give it another minute on this side. Oh. Smells fantastic. Let's get it flipped again. Last flip. Last bit of flippage. Smells amazing. Methinks that's done. There's that knife and fork. Bit of salt and pepper, but we'll taste it first. Right, I'm just going to eat it out of the pan, out of the bag. Let's have a look inside. Look at that. How good does that look? Obviously the proof is in the eating. So I'm hoping that the potatoes are nice and soft. Melts in your mouth. Have a bit with pretty much everything on. You can get a bit of mushroom, bit of pepper, bit of potato. Look at that. That is lovely, that belly pork. I know that this took me, let me talk to you, half an hour to cook, but I've not used very much gas at all. This is very efficient, this stove actually. But it's real food, isn't it? And it's, look at it, not just real food, it's really nice food. I'm so happy with this. If I hadn't let the pork fat stay in the pan, this would have been a much easier cleanup. Still be really easy though. That belly pork though. I know it's only small pieces, but smoky taste. It's lovely. Yeah. So it's not burnt at all. There's a little bit of charring on the potato there. Moved on to the spoon because it's a bit easier to eat with that. What do you think? All of the ingredients are shelf stable, so you don't need, you know, you could take this and have it in your bag for a couple of days. Obviously I bought too much. One little potato was enough. 1 carrot, half an onion. Let me get this down me and I'll give you my final thoughts. Let's see how easy washing up is. That's easy. Let's just paper out. Bit greasy. Maybe I used a little bit too much olive oil. Probably didn't need it with the belly pork in. When I've done the vegetables like this before, I didn't have any sort of fatty meat with it. But lesson learnt. It was tasty. And olive oil is good for you, isn't it? Let's get this pan in the dishwasher. Doddle. So that was my belly pork parcels with vegetables. If you enjoyed the video, please do me a favour and hit the like button and maybe consider subscribing to the channel. If you want to see more of the same, free, doesn't cost you anything and it really helps me out a load. That is it for this video. Thank you for watching. See you next time.